Well, back to another match review here, and we have defeated Aberdeen 2-1 in a game filled with controversy. It was actually a great wee game to watch, well, apart from when they made it 2-1, then it was near shite yourself city, but we'll get to that later on. All that matters is, guys, 3 points, I will be critical of why we conceded once we get to that stage, but we kicked off the game, 2 great chances for both teams. Morelos and Cosgrove both should have did better. I don't even know whose was fucking worse, to be honest. I mean, Morelos goes for a lob that was pish, but at the same time, Cosgrove actually goes right round Goldson. Goldson does force some wide definitely, not going to take that away from the big man, but should really do better for both of them. And then the game kind of dies down a bit. No one's really putting a foothold in it. We begin to put a foothold in it. Morelos, great ball out to Barisic. Ball gets whipped in. Falls to Ryan Kent. He does the Aberdeen defender. It's a great block off the line. I believe it was Johnny Hayes. Don't quote me on it though, guys. And then Ryan Kent. Was it Ryan? No, was it Hadji? Someone shoots. I'm pretty sure it was Hadji. Or was it Tav? Fuck me, there's that many people, man. I don't know, but a great save for Joe Lewis, and he tips it round the post out for a corner. And then this is where I think Morelos was fucking terrific today. Guy has his critics, but like people were saying, he usually has half a season of Pesh and half a season of fucking Prime R9. And hopefully this is the Prime R9, but it's a brilliant ball slipped through to him. Hedges tugs him back. You know what, I've said this in numerous reviews, right? Football's pathetic these days, but in today's football, this is a red card, because I mean, it's a goal scoring opportunity and he's brought him down. I mean, yes, there's minimal contact, but it's enough to go down. I mean, back in the day, fuck knows what would have happened, but it wouldn't have resulted in a red and a penalty, probably, to be honest. But we'll take it, because that's just the way football is. Tav steps up. You're thinking 10 in a row here, it's going to happen. 10 penalties in a row. He misses, and I'm like, holy good fuck, what is going on, man? Not the only 10 in a row that won't happen this season, but he missed, and you're thinking, is it going to be one of those days? Well, I wasn't thinking that, to be honest. I thought, right, they're doing the 10 men. If we don't win this game from this point here, it would be absolutely atrocious. And quickly, more or less straight after that, great ball from Kent to Morelos. It's kind of like one of those shots you have in FIFA where it's just a hit and hope, but Morelos knows what he's doing in this situation. He's not even facing the goal. Turn, par, first initial, you know what I mean? One of those bad boys into the bottom right hand corner. Nutmegs the guy in the process as well, right through the legs. Joe Lewis, no chance whatsoever of getting on it, and we lead 1-0. And then there's another major talking point here in the first half. Curtis Main on Barisic. This Curtis Main, this guy's fucking pish. Another thing, completely and utterly shocked that him and Cosgrove started up front for Aberdeen. I'm surprised it wasn't a 4-6-0, but you know what, they had two up top in these two. And this initially, it's kind of weird. Initially it didn't actually look that bad, but then people were saying, well, it actually looks worse initially. But I think initially it didn't look it kind of looked like a 50-50 from my point of view initially, but then once you see it, it's like, holy fuck, this guy's lucky to escape red here. But I honestly think the ref shot it, and I honestly think because he's already gave a red, he didn't fucking dare he, man, take another team down to 9 men. We go into the second half and we get that early goal to get us up to a 2-0 lead. It's Morelos again, brilliant work from, he gets it half yard space, buries it into the bottom right hand corner. Lewis gets a touch to it, but can't quite keep it out, man. Matty Kennedy gets brought on for Aberdeen, and this is my problem, right? We're 2-0 up against a team with 10 men, and yet we still sit here. I love the attacking full play gimmick, right? But it's fucking stupidity. There's no reason to be that attacking when you're 2-0 up with yes, I get it, you want to pump these bastards, right? But there's a way to control it. There's a way to minimise fucking problems. You know what I mean? And how we were left with a fucking Aberdeen player one-on-one with McGregor is a disaster. Tav is that far up the pitch. I mean, you could argue, yes, it's Tav's fault. I mean, he missed a penalty and he technically gave this go away, people argue, but it's the way we play. You know, see, once we're in this situation, Gerrard should say, there is no need for you two to be that far up the pitch. I get it, it's the way you play, it's great, bombard teams, But when you're 2-0 up, is it a risk worth the take? It's not, you know, because this was at like the 2/3 mark of the game, and then for that next bit you're fucking shiting yourselves. I mean, in all truth, Aberdeen didn't really create much after it, you know. Sungu came on, but at the same time, guys, it's a risk not worth taking. You know, we've seen it against Benfica, you know, stupid shit like this, and again here it almost came back to bite us, because I mean, a draw at Pataudry is not the worst result in the world, but 2-0 up against 10 men, if we drew this 2 each, man, fucking hell, that would have been shocking. But we didn't. We've seen the game out in the end, and yeah, not much more for me to say, guys. Great win. We move on, 22 points clear as of right now. But till next time, check out Jesus TV, Fog Wrestling, all the other Fog channels, Fog Football, brother. But until then, peace.